Yeah. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too higher. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. That one incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's Ritter to throw on the first play. He'll find his running back, White, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
On the ground, here's Zamir White. And he'll be taken down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is first touchdown this year. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Watson to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To the air again, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. And back deep is Quez Watkins. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 2nd down, it's Ritter. That's to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he will get into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He'll look underneath here for Chubb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Watson now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Now, Ritter to throw on second down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. So
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
First and 10. To throw is Ritter. They'll get it to Bowers on the screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's a give up the middle with White. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Man in motion here is Tucker. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up second down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here's Ritter to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Throwing is Watson. Open man, left side, he's got it.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Throwing again is Watson. That's to the former Bronco. It's Jerry Jeudy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is exactly the Jerry Jeudy they thought they were getting when they went out and traded for him from Denver this offseason. Wasn't it, Mike? I mean, just can he be that reliable weapon in this passing game to just give a little juice to this Browns offense? And so far, the Alabama product, he has done just that as he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Again, it's Watson. That's taken in by Chubb. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Moore going in motion. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion. Continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Watson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jordan Akins. Touchdown, Browns.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. And And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Ritter. He'll find his running back, White. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, Ritter. That's caught by Bowers. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. From the gun, it's Ritter. That one knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ritter. And he's in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Watson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Throwing now. Ritter on 1st down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 15-yard line.
Throwing is Ritter. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He'll go right and find his running back.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game, they try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short. So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one will be taken in. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. He'll throw on first down with Ritter. This one complete to Bryant. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. The give to White. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Ritter. He'll drop this underneath to White. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Now Ritter on first down. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And the Browns are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line. They'll run with Strong. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now Strong. Room past the 20. Great run there. He gets this up close to the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A carry now for Strong. He'll push forward for about a yard. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Watson now on 3rd down. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. That's fielded at about the 18. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The drive begins with a run by White. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Slot man in motion right. Here's Ritter. That one caught by Tucker. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 7. Back to throw, Ritter. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down. He'll run over center with White. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with White. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Ritter. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And what's been a pretty impressive defensive performance here today, the pass rush has been a little underwhelming. They've been non-existent up until this point. So as they finish this game out, it's got to feel good for them to see this pass rush start paying some dividends.
To throw on second down is Watson. That's complete. Some more on the right side. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch and be playing offense, and, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd down, 3 to go. Man in motion here is Tucker. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, this is White. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st down, it's Ritter. Taking off. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Gain of 12 and a 1st down. Watkins motioning over. They'll run with White. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Receiver in motion, headed left. They go play action with Ritter. That is caught, and he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Vegas. 3 touchdowns for the game, his first 3 of the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now 1st down throw for Watson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Watson. He gets this one to Moore. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll go right and find his running back, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Watson to throw again. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Again, it's Watson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A throw on the move is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. 4th down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee, 1 more time. And that should just about do it. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4.
To win, to back ends, moved up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil.